Sorry, I have a Virgo moon, so I tend to fiddle with the cards quite a bit. All right, guys, let's go. Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands can be a very mundane level. This can indicate it's a change in the energies around us. So it can be a house move, a job move. If you've been working with a creative team, it's you change teams, right? To go work with another group of people. It doesn't always have to be, I mean, it is one of the celebration cards. So it is some kind of celebration, but it doesn't have to be a party or anything like that. It's celebrating the foundation that you have. It's celebrating how much effort you've already put into something. And, we already see that here. Let's jump here for a moment. It's the Four of Wands. So it implies that you've gone through the Ace of Wands, started something. You had the spark, right? To start something. Two of Wands, you took it in a different direction. You decided what to do with it and you kind of walked the walk. You took it in a different direction. Then the Three of Wands, you got your initial return. Now, this is about celebrating the start that you've had so far. But you know what? Whenever we have two fours, and you have two fours coming up here, fours, nothing moves, nothing changes. It's that plateau. It's the first plateau that we reach after we've been working on something. And it gives us a chance to reevaluate. I think the next reevaluation comes when the 7 hits, when in the cycle. But with the Four of Wands coming up as your underlying, you've got a good foundation, but where are you taking it next? That's what the Four of Wands asks you. Are you going to go bigger? Are you going to commit more to that relationship? Are you going to go for a better job? Are you going to move house? You've been in an apartment, you're going to get a house now. So all of those kinds of questions come up, but celebrate how far you've come. I think a lot of people forget that. They start looking forward at where they're going, but they forget where they've been. Celebrate where you've been, right? Because that's going to get your vibration up, get your energy up, and get you ready for the next step that you're ready to take. Now, what's at the heart of the reading? It's justice, which is your card. This is fairness. This is balance. I'll say this for some of you, if we're looking at it from a very mundane point of view, if you're here for a work kind of reading, right? This could be a contract that comes in for a new job. Justice can be contracts. I kind of feel like it's bigger than that, this reading, because of the Four of Cups and the Eight of Cups coming in here. I think you've put in an effort into something. You've got a solid foundation on it, but now you're starting to look at, does it work? Does it work for both parties? Is this balanced? A lot of Libras always say to me that, I need balance. I need balance around me. I need to be in a balanced environment. And I'm really sorry to break this to Libras. That's your job. It's your job. You guys are the scales of justice. You bring balance to the situation. So it's not about looking outward for the balance. It's inward. Or do you feel balanced in whatever, the start that you've made? How are you feeling about this? That's what this is saying. Someone said, even a love that's over should be remembered fondly. It should. I love all of my exes. And trust me, some of them ended pretty nastily. But, that's for that period in your life, wherever that situation was. Like, imagine the Ace of Wands coming up here. This is the beginning, right? The spark, the initial passion, that creative spark that you had. Maybe you had an idea, you wanted to start a new project, passion for a person. You've started a new relationship with this. Ace of Wands can be all of those things. It's the beginning of a new cycle. But aces are all about us. They're all about us. Ace of Swords is your truth. The Ace of Cups, how do you feel? The Ace of Pentacles, what's the seed that you're trying to plant? So with the Ace of Wands, what's this new adventure that you want to go on? What's got you fired up? What is the spark within you that you want to fan? And some of you are aware of that with the Ace of Wands coming up as a past energy. And by God, if you put some effort into it, you've done everything that you can. But this is a week of reevaluation. And you know what? It's not so much reevaluating as in Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is looking at, how much effort do I put into this? What am I getting out of this? That's what the Seven of Pentacles, it's not that kind of energy. It's more about, is this working? Is this working for everyone involved? Is this, do I feel balanced about this? Now, that doesn't mean you have to leave it. That doesn't mean you have to, do something new. It doesn't mean that. What do you need to tweak? What do you need to change to bring this balance in? There might be some conversations that need to be had. I always see justice as amends being made. Yes, there might have been some injustice. You've gotten this far though, right? Maybe laying that foundation wasn't easy. Whenever we have this, that fiery kind of passions can run the whole kind of gamut of what passions are. It can be anger, it can be excitement, it can be bedroom, like, you know, whatever. Passion, it can come out in so many different ways. But here it's about, all right, the initial hit, that initial passion, the initial excitement, I'm over that now. I've built something solid. Where do we go from here? Now, if this is a relationship reading for you, then there's some conversations that need to be had with the Justice card coming up at the heart of this. Is it working for both of you? The only way you figure that out is through having that conversation. Now, the reason I'm kind of going on about that is we have the Four of Cups. This is a card of feeling stuck. You know, when you feel stuck in a situation. And I actually really like the Four of Cups in this, because usually the guy is focused on the Three Cups in front and, you know, doesn't look very happy. This person's acknowledged these options they're not doing it for me. So he's almost praying. Look at his hands. He's praying for that cup. That's the Ace of Cups that's coming in. So in the present, if we have this, why was it so exciting in the past and now it isn't? What happened? What changed? Because this is someone who's bored, who's thinking, I don't really like the options that I have right now. Yes, it was exciting when it started. It has the excitement ebbed off. You know, for some of you, this is the honeymoon period is over. Whether it's a new job, whether it was a new relationship, whatever it was, the honeymoon period is well and truly over. So with the Four of Cups, first of all, first thing it says, and Justice says that too, don't try to get a square peg to fit in a round hole. Because too many people, what they do is they're like, well, this is all I can get. All I can have is the Three Cups. I'm going to try to make do with them. And it obviously isn't working for you. You want that. You want that Ace of Cups that comes in to feel a different way. So what can you do? Remember, there's always advice. The future never just happens. Here it's about looking at, what are you worth? What are you worth, Libra? What brings you balance? What balances your scales? Not whose scales are you balancing, but what balances your scales. And yeah, it's general, right? So some of you might be dealing with someone like this. Some of you might be wondering, well, this was really exciting for both of us, and now it's not. It's not that exciting. Why not? Are you going to limit yourself to the options in front of you, or are you going to hold out for what truly makes you happy? Doesn't mean you have to leave a situation. Remember that. It's important to remember this, especially with the Eight of Cups coming up as your future energy. Now, have a look at the Eight of Cups. What we have here is someone who's spent a lot of time and effort collecting 8 cups, and they've just decided, I'm emotionally done with this. So what does that mean when we go from the Four of Cups to the Eight of Cups? As much as however you guys are feeling right now, I don't think you fully know whether you're emotionally done with it or not. Because here we still have boredom, we still have apathy, we still have, I don't know how this is. You feel kind of stuck. That's the whole thing. This is stuck in a rut. You feel stuck in a rut. You don't fully know what you're done with. You don't fully know where you want to go. You know you want to change. And there's almost like 2 aces here, because that's the Ace of Cups that this person's praying for, wishing for. So both of these tell me Libra wants to feel a certain way. And you might come into this week knowing how you don't want to feel. And knowing how you don't want to feel. That's the whole point of this. When we get to the Eight of Cups, though, there's no pain. And yeah, I know the person's walking away, but they're cups, right? It just means we're emotionally done. So you don't have to literally walk away from a situation when the Eight of Cups shows up. But what it does say is, I'm tired of feeling that way. I want the Nine of Cups. I want that extra cup that's going to get me my wish card, right? Because the card after the Eight of Cups is the 9. Let's see. What's your advice? Your advice is the Queen of Swords, which is you. It's you that's coming in. And the thing is, it's very telling that the Ace of Wands sits above the Queen of Swords, because it's about reconnecting with, why did you get into this? Try to understand that. Why did you start this? Why did you want that relationship? Why did you want that job? Why did you want to do whatever it was that you wanted to do? For some of you, it is. Maybe you're organizing a wedding or organizing a party or something, right? Group dynamics with the Four of Wands here. And another thing, I just got a specific story that came out of this. If you're trying to arrange some kind of get together, reunion, party, whatever it is, with Justice coming up at the heart of this, it's like what I was saying in the live intro that I did. You're not going to be able to please everyone. You're not going to be able to please everyone. You know, That's these options. Maybe other people are giving you these options, but you know what your idea is, how you want it to go. Be true to yourself. And that's the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords had that when she comes up, she's gone through, she shows us that she's been through so many difficulties in her life. You know, she's seen so much, she's done so much. She's called the divorce queen, the widow queen, you know, the heartbreak queen. But she's gained from that. She's turned all of those difficult experiences into knowledge, into knowledge. She knows. She knows. She's going to step forward speaking her truth, and she's not afraid to speak her truth. Why? Because what could happen to her that she hasn't already survived? So with her coming up as your advice, this is saying, you know, Libra, you know what you want. You know what balances your scales. You know what isn't working for you. Are you going to speak it though? When we get the Swords Court cards, that's air energy, right? That's communication. Those are our thoughts, our beliefs, our ideas, and how we communicate them. Whatever this situation is, whether it's romance, whether it's work, whatever, like I said, the honeymoon period's over. Now it's not just that fire that's keeping this going. Now some logic is needed in this. Some truth is needed. Some communication is needed. Some of you are going to be able to get that balance. You know, maybe the other party doesn't know, or amends can be made. If something kind of went wrong here, if both people are feeling stuck or bored or whatever, or with work even, you can balance the scales here. But it means acknowledging what isn't working for you. What isn't working for you. You must speak up. It's not about you just suffering in silence or putting up with it or thinking you can solo kind of balance the scales, because you can't. You wouldn't get her here. You'd get something like the Queen of Pentacles, who she makes things work, right, herself. Queen of Swords, she's going to say it. And she wants to hear your truth. She wants to understand what's going on here.